Are you ready to start trading in 2026? Perfect. Let's get into it. Today, I'm going to show you step by step exactly what you'll need to get started. I'll show you how to get the best charts, where to open an account, and how to find the right stock to trade. We are also going to cover my favorite trade setup, one that you can master in no time. I'll even give you a simple formula to determine exactly how many shares to buy on each trade while still keeping your risk to just 1%. So, let's dive in. Now, by the way, if you want personalized help, I am still running my $5 YouTube special. You get a full year of live weekly mentoring sessions with me every Monday morning for just $5. You're going to get my weekly newsletter, custom indicators, access to my support team, bunch of other stuff. So click the link in the description or go to tradewithross.com. If you don't get 1,000 times the value, I will personally give you your $5 back, okay? So step one, we're going to need stock charts. Now, most brokers include charting software when you open an account, but I have tried them all, and 95% are garbage. Do yourself a favor and get TradingView. Now, these are the best charts in the business. No one else even comes close. Just trust me on this one. You can set up a basic plan for free to get started. There will be some limitations with the basic membership, mainly that you can only have 2 indicators per chart, only 1 to 2 active price alerts, which means it's going to pop up if a stock gets to a certain level, and only 1 watch list. Now, this is going to be fine when you're getting started, but after a while, you'll want to upgrade. But you don't need the Big Mac Daddy plan. Honestly, most people will be fine with the Essential plan. It's $15 a month. It's worth every penny. And here's a tip for you. Choose the monthly subscription option. Then switch it to annual in November, because every year around Thanksgiving, they do this huge Black Friday discount. Plans are like 30 to 70% off when you buy for an entire year, when you pay annually. I renew mine every year at like 50 or 60% off. Now, you're also going to need data, right? You're going to need live price quotes, and most free sources of stock data are delayed. When you go to Yahoo Finance or something and look at a chart, that data is delayed by 10 to 30 minutes. And if you're trading real money, you need real-time numbers. So what you want to subscribe to, and this is inside of your TradingView membership, it'll bill through the same company, is the U.S. Stock Markets Bundle. This is the only one you need. It's going to give you real-time quotes for every stock on the New York, NASDAQ, and over-the-counter markets. It's $10 a month, and I know you're thinking, great, thanks, Ross. One more expense, but this is the last one. Everything else is free, and it's just the cost of doing business. And once you subscribe to that, you have the best charts in the business with up-to-the-second data, and you can access them from any web browser. They also have a standalone application for Mac and PC. It's phenomenal. They've got a mobile app, which is really good. I'm beginning to sound like a shill for TradingView. I swear I do not work for the company. I get no money from them whatsoever. But anyway, download the app. You'll sign in with your username and password, and you're good to go. Everything is going to stay synced up between your desktop, between your browser, and your mobile app. Now, I could do an entire video on how to read and set up your charts. In fact, I did. There is a link to that video in the description. Watch that after you finish this one, and you'll master the charts in an afternoon. Okay. Step 2, you need a brokerage account. Now, TradingView is not a broker. They don't handle your money. They don't execute trades. They are just a charting platform. You will need a brokerage account in which to buy and sell stocks. And there are a lot of options out there, and they're all free. Fidelity, E-Trade, Thinkorswim, Robinhood. My advice is to open an account at one of these 3: TradeStation, Interactive Brokers, or Moomoo. And the reason is all 3 of these brokers integrate with TradingView. So you can trade right from your charts without having to go back and forth between your brokerage account and your stock charts. Now, I have accounts with both Interactive Brokers and Moomoo. IB, Interactive Brokers, they have lightning fast execution, and you can trade anything: stocks, options, crypto, futures, you name it. But that's where the positives end. Both their website and their trading platform are a nightmare to navigate, in my experience. They're also the only broker that charges commissions when you trade. Now, for newer traders, if I was brand new, I would try something like Moomoo. Now, this may change in the future, but right now, they're offering some new account bonuses. You get up to $1,000 in NVIDIA stock, depending on how much you deposit, and a bonus APY of 8.1% on your cash. I think that's for like the first 3 months, but commissions are zero, and I've not needed user support so far, but the reviews are really, really good. I'll put a link in the description to open an account, but the process is really straightforward. Put in your email, create a password, then just fill out phone number, address, social security, all the usual stuff. And once your account is approved, you can fund it via ACH or wire transfer, and you're ready to trade. Now, like I said, I recommend linking it to your TradingView account, and it's super easy. So at the bottom, you'll see something called the trading panel. You're going to click on that, and then this is all the available brokers. A lot of these only do futures or only do crypto. You're just going to click Moomoo, hit connect, and then log in to your account. Should just take a couple of seconds, and boom, you're in. And you can see now you can trade straight from your chart. So at any time, just hit this trading panel down here at the bottom. It'll show you any positions you have. I don't have anything on right now, but you can buy and sell straight from your chart. Just click this trade button up here in the top right corner. When you're on the stock, you can do a buy or a sell, market orders, limit orders, stop orders, all of it, all right here from the charts. All right, so now you're dangerous. With a few clicks of your mouse, you can buy any stock in the market, and there are a lot of choices. There are around 5,000 publicly traded companies in the U.S., and we need to narrow that down to a list of about 20 or 30 to focus on. So, step 3, pick the stocks to trade. Now, your goal as a trader is to put the odds in your favor. You want to be fishing from a stocked pond, not looking for that needle in a haystack stock. And what you want to do is stay with the theme of the market. Now, every bull market has a theme to it. In the 90s, it was a dot-com boom. In the 2010s, it was big tech where Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, and Google led the run. After COVID in 2020, it was the work-from-home theme where your Teladocs and your Zooms and those types of stocks were the big winners. In the last few years, it's been AI, but these are going to be the leading areas of the market, and it is where you will typically see the biggest winners. Now, there are a few ways to keep abreast of the leading market sectors. I had something made for TradingView that makes it super simple. This is the TA Industry Strength Indicator, and it is included, by the way, with that $5 Black Ops membership I talked about in the beginning. Just go to tradewithross.com, get signed up. I'll give you lifetime access. But what this does is it looks at 40 subsector ETFs to track which ones are rising the most over the last 1 and 2 and 3 and 6 month periods. The idea here is that whatever groups are leading the market, whatever areas the big Wall Street heavyweights are buying week after week, are going to rise the fastest. So look for areas that continue to show up on the lists. Right now, mining and metals has been consistently outperforming. You see it's number 2 over the last 1 month. It's here on the 2-month table. It looks like it fell off on the 3-month, but it's up here near the top of the 6-month table. These mining and metal stocks have been consistently outperforming. In April 2025, it was nuclear and uranium. This was the leading area, and it couldn't have been any clearer. I bought OKLO and SMR, 2 of the leading nuclear reactor stocks, right before they soared. Next month, I noticed quantum computing rising up the ranks. I issued a buy alert on QUBT, and it doubled in 2 months. At the end of 2023, crypto was hot. And we caught Mara and Bit Digital, 2 of the leading cryptocurrency mining stocks. When you are in a strong bull market and leadership is clear, when one group is at the top of these charts, has been leading for several months, that's when you want to step on the gas and be more aggressive. When there is not a clear winner, either stay out or just trade lighter. Now, what I like to do is take the top 3 or 4 groups and just take the top 8 to 10 stocks in each group. And before you panic and think, now I've got to do all kinds of research to find them, you don't. I've got a shortcut for this too. So let's just take mining and metals, for example, since this is one of the leading groups here over the last couple of months. Here's what you're going to do. Go to Google, type in the name of the group with ETF after it. Okay, and an ETF is an exchange-traded fund. This is like the modern-day equivalent of a mutual fund. It is a basket of stocks designed to give you exposure to a certain area. So the mining and metals ETFs are going to own a bunch of metals mining companies. If you bought a semiconductors ETF, it's going to own NVIDIA and AMD and Intel, all the semiconductor stocks. And every single one of these ETFs is required to publicly report their holdings. So we're just going to steal the top 10 and put them into a watch list. So we're going to press enter to search this. I'll blow this up a bit so you can see it. Mining and metals ETF. There's a couple. This is a global mining and metals ETF. I'm going to look for like a US one. I'll just pick this one, XME. I'm going to click on that, and what you're going to look for is the word holdings. Holdings of the stocks they have in that ETF. And these are professional Wall Street pros doing their best to find the absolute best mining stocks, put them in an ETF that performs the best in that sector. So they've already done all the research for you. We're just going to steal their homework. Click here on holdings, and there they are. There's a list of their 10 largest holdings by weight. So the higher the weight, the higher the percentage of that fund in that stock. So these are the 10 I'd take: Alcoa, Hecla, Coyer, Freeport, Warrior, etc. Now, this one doesn't give the ticker symbols for some unknown reason. Most of them will, but see that they all have it. See this download holdings daily, like every day they're going to update you? Watch this. I'll click on that. That's going to download. Bring up this Excel spreadsheet, and there they are. I'll just make these a little bigger so we can see them. And there's the tickers of the top 10. Again, by weight, so the biggest ones are at top. So I just take these 10 tickers, AA, HL, CDE, FCX, etc., and I'm going to add them to a watch list in TradingView. So all you're going to need to do is come over here to the right and just hit make a list or create a new list. There it is. And we'll just call this My Stock Watch List. Okay, these are going to be those 20, 30, 40 names you're going to focus on. You're going to ignore everything else. All right, so hit create. And then up here is a little plus button. That's how you add a symbol. And again, we've got all these symbols here. So just AA, just add them in one at a time, right? AA, enter. HL, enter. CDE, enter. FCX. And just do this for the top, like I said, probably 8 to 10. Do 10, give you more options, right? And so now you've got this watch list. Now, again, with TradingView, everything's going to stay linked up. So when you open the app on your phone, you can go to watch lists and you'll have My Stock Watch List there. If you're doing this from a web browser at tradingview.com, it'll be there. On the app, it'll be there. Now, I've got a bunch of different watch lists here. I've got all kinds of different sectors I've built over the years, but you're going to do this for your watch list, okay? So at this point, you've identified the leading stocks in the leading groups. You've taken an overwhelming 5,000 plus stocks and filtered it down to the 20 or 30 you're focusing on, right? So when do you buy? Step 4 is to master one setup, just one. Now, what a lot of people get into is something known as strategy drift. And this is really hard to avoid because there's so much information out there, this video being one of them. Everyone's got their own solution. This guy's day trading penny stocks. This guy's value investing. This person's tracking Pelosi's. There's all kinds of stuff. And if you let it all get in your head, if you try to do too many things at once, you won't know what's working and what isn't. So focus on, just trust me on this, after 20 years, I'm telling you, focus on one setup. And my suggestion is to use what has been my bread and butter setup. It is a shallowing base breakout trade. And this is what I used in every one of those big winners I showed you from last year. It is low risk, it is high reward, and anyone can learn it. Now, I made a full video walking through this setup. It is titled, I Can Make Anyone a Profitable Trader. I'll put a link in the description. Watch it. Then watch it again. I want that pattern burned into your brain because for the next 6 months is the only thing you will be looking for. If the stock market is going up and you are using this setup on leading stocks in leading groups, the odds will be massively stacked in your favor of you making money. So master that setup first. Then you can branch out and try other strategies, all right? And in step 5, and probably the most important, is risk management. Now, this is the boring part that most people skip, but it's also the reason most people fail and give up after a couple of months. Now, I cover stop losses, how much to risk on each trade in that other video. But here is a really simple formula to determine how many shares to buy on each trade, and it is called the 1% rule. Now, 1% refers to your total account equity. Okay, if you're trading a $10,000 account and you want to risk 1% of that on each trade, that means your total risk on a trade is $100. Now, if you're trading a very small account, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, this isn't really going to work because it's hard to risk that little percentage of a smaller amount of money just because the share price may be higher. But 10K and up, I'd start with the 1% rule. So what you're going to do is take your total account value and figure what's 1% of it. In this case, $100, all right? Then on your trade, and again, I go through all the rules in another video, you're going to look at how much you're risking on that trade. So what is the distance between where you're buying and your stop loss where you're going to sell if you're wrong, okay? So let's say that trade risk, the risk you're taking on that trade is 5%. So 5% of what equals your $100 risk? So all you're going to do is take that $100 and divide it by 5%. So divide by 0.05. And if you do that, you're going to get $2,000. Okay, $2,000. I got a $10,000 account. $2,000 is your trade size. You might be going, well, that's 20% of my account. Yeah, but you have a 5% stop loss, so you're only risking 1% of that account. Now, if you're risking 1% of your account per trade, you have to be really bad at this for a very long time before you do any serious damage. All right, now once you're profitable, once your account is up 20, 30 plus percent, once you've got the hang of this, move it up, go to 1.5%, 2% risk, and then just track your results. And the metrics you want to focus on are win rate, which is what percentage of your trades make money versus lose, and your risk-reward ratio. What is the ratio of your average loss to your average gain? Now, it should go without saying, but you need to make more when you're right than you lose when you're wrong. So if you make, on average, $300 on your winners, and you lose, on average, $100 on your losers, you only need to be right a third of the time. And you're breaking even. Even a 50% win rate will make you massively profitable. Do not expect to win every time. It has never been done before. You're not going to be the first one. Even the best traders in the world only get it right 60 to 70% of the time, and that's in a good market. Be selective. Don't get trigger happy and start firing off trades because you can. It will be tempting to do that. You are going to want to put all your money to work immediately, but resist that urge. Be selective. Stick to the 20 or 30 stocks you found in step 3 and wait for these clean breakout setups after these consolidation periods. That's where the odds are in your favor. And again, watch that video, but the risk is lower, the reward is higher, it's got a much greater likelihood of making a big, fast move. And then once or twice a month, just revisit your industry strength chart. Look for groups that are rising up the ranks or falling out of leadership and just adjust your watch list accordingly. Listen to me. You can do this. Some of the best traders who have ever lived were high school dropouts and C-average students. This is not a game where a higher IQ beats a lower IQ. It is about following a disciplined process, mastering one technique, one strategy, and waiting for the right conditions to strike. Look, Warren Buffett is one of the greatest investors who ever lived, and he only made a couple of big bets a decade. This is a game of discipline. Don't try and do it all. I've never met anyone, and I've worked with tens of thousands of traders. I've never met anyone who was a great swing trader, a great day trader, a great options trader, someone who excelled at both value investing and momentum trading. You can be great at anything you fully commit to, but you can't be great at all of it. As the saying goes, a jack of all trades is a master of none. This is what I landed on. You may find yourself trading completely different 10 years from now, but start here. It is a foundation for success as a stock trader. Now, if you made it this far, do me a favor, subscribe to this channel. The links for everything I discussed are in the description, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them all.